Recently, we've got so many news on dependent visa refusals, like we know, and the Home Office is really looking into dependent visa now compared to what it was last year. In course of my consultations, I've met quite a good number of people that their dependent visas have been refused, which is why I'm sharing this video, so you know exactly what to do when applying for your dependent visa. Just in case you don't know what dependent visa is, dependent visa is a visa that allows the main applicant to be able to bring their dependent. So in today's video, I'm just going to share all the updates and everything you have to look at for before applying for your UK dependent visa to prevent refusal, because this is not only applicable to those overseas but also those in the UK. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. And like you know, I share content on relocation to the UK, live in the UK, everything you can think about the UK immigration updates, which I'm about to share one right now. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, without wasting so much of your time, let's quickly dive right into today's video. So as earlier mentioned, that when it comes to UK dependent visa, man, like a lot is going on right now, because I even see posts on social media platforms, on X, and people saying my dependent left me to go apply for a visa. Like, it's crazy when you say things like that. And just to make it very clear, when it comes to dependent visa is, I won't say it's a different category of visa, but it's a visa that allows the main applicant to be able to bring their dependents. Which means that, for instance, if I'm the main applicant and I'm married with my children back home, because I'm the main applicant, I'm able to bring my family to the UK. And like we know, there have been so many changes recently with dependent visa for both students and care workers, also the salary threshold, and also on family visa. Now, a lot of people think that dependent visa is when two people come together to just apply together. Because of my consultation and my sections with people, have seen so many stories, I've heard so many stories, which is why I thought I should share this, so that if you're one of those in this category, you know what to do. Now, dependent visa, like I earlier said, is a visa that allows you to bring your dependent. So, but as we all know that if you're coming to the UK to study or to work as a care worker, that you can't bring your dependent with you. But if you manage to finish as a student and you secure a job that allows dependent, then on that note, you cannot apply for a visa to bring them over. But before I go into that, quite a good number of people have asked me regarding a post-study work visa. This is just to answer the question that if they are currently in the UK and they didn't add their dependent during their application as students, even if they came before the new rules in January, are they still allowed to go get their dependents while on post-study work? And just to answer that question, if you are on the post-study work visa, or you applied for the post-study work visa while you are in the UK and you did not add your dependent during your initial application as a student, and you've now moved to the post-study work visa because your dependents were not on that visa category with you, it's difficult to add them while you're on the post-study work visa. So for those that ask that question, because you did not add your dependents from the beginning, you will not be able to add them while you're on the post-study work visa. But if you had added your dependents from the beginning of your visa application, then you should be able to add them to your post-study work visa. For those that are questions, guys, you can't add a new dependent to post-study work visa. But like I said earlier on, if they were on it in the past, then you can carry on to renew your visa with them. So now, for those that actually move to the UK with different dependents, like I said, that I usually see a lot of posts on people talking about their dependent moving on, not telling them they have applied for a visa, and at the end of the day, their visa is curtailed without them knowing, and they become illegal. Guys, this is a story of somebody I had a consultation with just last week, and which is why I'm sharing with you. He came to the UK with his dependent, and Home Office now is requesting for more documents, especially the posts that people make to ask, oh, I'm looking for dependents, I'm doing this. This is not something that is secret anymore. Home Office has employees that are seeing all of these updates as well, and it helps to adjust to what they are doing. So if you move to the UK with your dependent and your dependent and you are not living together, just come closer and watch this video. All you need to do now is for you to look for a way and make sure that you have your dependent with you. Your dependent, like I said, it's meant to be your wife, your children, and not just two people coming together to be husband and wife when they are not husband and wife or for any reason. Now, this guy I had a consultation with had his dependents with him. From what he said to me, also asked me to share the video so that others will learn from his experience. So when they moved to the UK, the dependent went to another city and she got a job in that city. He also went to another city and got a job, but not so long, the company license was cancelled. And you know, when a company license is cancelled, they will cancel the visa as well. They send them later to leave the UK within 60 days and so on, until you're able to find another employer. So the main applicant went to submit her new visa application for a new company she got her COS with. And when she submitted, she also submitted alongside with her dependent. Now, Home Office requested for a proof to show that they have been living together from day one when they moved to the UK. And at the time, there was no proof to show. Now, another request they asked was, there was no proof to show because the girl was living in another city and he was living in another city, but he just used her address to apply for a job. Now, the proof they now asked for is for his NHS registration. That's the first NHS registration. The first NHS registration letter that came to him was to the address where he lives currently. And the girl already had her own address, everything accurate because she has been living there. Now, the NHS letter he had did not match with the one the girl had. So, apart from that, they now sent another letter that he needs to show the proof of his bank statement, the first bank he opened in the UK. Sending the proof, it was a different address from the girl. So, Home Office refused his visa. He's on they cannot establish that they are actually couple. They don't live together. They don't have any tie. They don't have anything to show that they live together because they also ask for a bill. He doesn't pay bills where the girl lives. Neither does the girl pay bills where he lives. Like there is nothing to show as proof of address. His provisional license is to his address where he lives. Yeah, that's one you can change at any time. But if you're living in the UK, one of the things you always have to show when they ask for proof of address, you can use your bank statement, you can use your NHS letter, you can use like your driving license and so on. But he didn't have any address that is tied to his wife or the main applicant. So on that note, Home Office rejected the visa. This just happened last week, which is why when I asked him, he said, no, Fajira, share, because it's not only me it has happened to. I know one or two people it has happened to. So please share so that others can learn. Now, one of the requirements when applying for even a spouse visa, let's say maybe you come to the UK and you finally find somebody you want to settle with. You need to show proof that at least you have lived together for 2 years. And that proof could be either any bills, maybe internet bill, water bill, council tax, anything just to show that you have been in that address with that person for 2 years. So it's not really so different from dependent, but from what it is, people understand dependent visa on a different category. Maybe from what the agent sold to them, or maybe from, I don't know, I don't really know the right word to use. So this guy that had this problem now has been given 60 days to leave the UK, except he applies for another visa. That will require a new COS, and if he does not have IELTS, he will have to go and write his IELTS, or maybe apply for his ethics. So that's why he was looking for companies that are recruiting with sponsorship. That was how he booked a consultation with me, and he shared his experience, and I thought I should share with you. And now, this is not only applicable to those who are in the UK, but also overseas. Now, before you even move with your dependent, it's quite difficult because the Home Office, they know that a lot of things have happened with dependents. Yes, a lot of things have happened with dependent visa, and some of the dependents, when they get here, they start announce, oh, it's not my dependent, she's not, like a whole lot is going on. So they try to do all their verifications, which leads to, I think when you're even bringing a child dependent now, you have to use a particular birth certificate. The normal one, the regular one that was used in the past, Home Office is no longer accepting it. Home Office sent a letter to someone in the UK who applied for a visa for his child to come over. They said the document is fake and so on. And they are even threatening to revoke his own permission to stay in the UK. And you know what happens with when you use a fake document to apply for a UK visa? One, once you use a fake document to apply for a UK visa, you will be banned for 10 years. And that ban means that you can't apply for a UK visa within that 10 years, till after 10 years. And when you apply, then the possibility of getting it is very slim because you had used a fake document that led to your ban. So now, because the Home Office has written to this person saying that the document you have presented is false, and you have to give us a reason why we should not revoke your own permission to stay in the UK. So guys, you have to be very careful when it comes to dependent visa. I have shared a video about the requirements, all the documents you need to have in place before you apply for your dependent visa. But now, it's not only that. You have to establish that you and your dependent are living together. You have to establish that you're paying your bills, you're paying your council tax, you have every document to back that up. So for those who are stranded in the UK, that, oh, my dependent left me to go and apply and so on, you have to get back on track and know what is going on. Because with that, you don't want to fall in the category of people that they go to apply with their dependents, and because they cannot establish anything to show and their visa is refused. Home Office is really looking into dependent visa. So before you apply for your dependent visa, think of the address. Sure that that dependent is a genuine dependent and not just any dependent, okay? So this is just what it is, guys. Please do like and share this video with your friends. I'm sure this will definitely benefit one or two people out there. And we've actually come to the end of today's video. And if you find this video helpful and you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.